king black cobra. It's trapped near the creek. It's injured. The locals are panicking. No one is going near it. Lila took a slow breath, gripping the radio tightly, and said, "Guide me to it. Move slowly. One sudden move, and it will strike Lila Hart, veteran wildlife rescuer, crouched quietly among ferns, her gaze sweeping the undergrowth with unwavering precision. Her leather boots crunched softly over damp leaves. Around her, the forest was alive. Birds chattered nervously, insects buzzed persistently, and the distant, warning calls of monkeys echoed. She sensed the tension before she saw it. Her radio crackled violently. Ranger Tobias's voice pierced the static. "Leela, we've got reports. King Black Cobra cornered near the creek. It's wounded. Locals are panicking. Nobody's approaching." Lila exhaled slowly, gripping the radio tightly. Her tone was calm, decisive. "Guide me to it. Move quietly. Any sudden action, and it strikes." Tobias hesitated. "Ma'am, it's lethal. Even the locals won't come near. You really want to—" "Yes," Lila interrupted, eyes narrowing. "I do. Life doesn't wait for courage to arrive." At her side, Maya Ellis, a 20-year-old trainee biologist, swallowed hard. "Lila, snakes like that, they kill in seconds." Lila turned, voice steady but compassionate. "Fear is natural, Maya, but abandoning life because it scares you, that's unforgivable." The jungle's shadows shifted as they moved. Sunlight pierced the mist in jagged beams, revealing the forest floor, damp and littered with debris. Suddenly, a sleek black silhouette emerged between the ferns. The king black cobra. Its hood partially flared, muscles rippling with tension and weakness simultaneously. Maya froze. It's massive." Lila crouched, her eyes scanning every subtle movement. "And it's in pain. That's why it isn't striking. It isn't hunting. It's suffering." From behind a tree, a small mongoose emerged, eyes sharp and calculating. Lila's gaze caught it. She didn't flinch. She recognized a potential ally. From the forest's edge, voices broke through the mist. Poachers, machetes glinting in fragmented sunlight, approached, mocking. "Step back, lady," one sneered. "That snake will kill you faster than we can." The cobra twitched, hood rising in warning. Lila stood tall, voice firm, unafraid. "You don't own life. Move back. This animal isn't yours to harm." The poachers laughed, but a subtle hesitation crept in. The cobra hissed, more aggressively, defensive, yet cautious. Maya's hand gripped Lila's arm. "I think it's going to strike." Lila's eyes softened as she focused on the snake. "No, it's scared, not evil. Pain makes even deadly creatures defensive, not monsters." Lila moved deliberately, her motions slow, deliberate, projecting calm intent. Her hand extended slightly, not to touch, but to signal reassurance. The cobra's tongue flicked, sensing the vibrations in the air. Maya's breath hitched. One poacher chuckled derisively. "You can't tame it. You'll be dead before you even reach it." Lila's lips pressed into a line. No reply. She crouched lower, observing, anticipating, feeling the rhythm of the cobra's breaths, its hesitation, its pain. And then the mongoose, silent and unafraid, stepped forward, darting near the cobra. The snake paused. For a heartbeat, the standoff held. The mongoose nudged gently at the cobra, guiding it away from sharp rocks and debris. Lila whispered to Maya, astonishment in her tone. "Life finds allies in unexpected forms." Maya's eyes widened. "It's helping you?" "Yes," Lila said, calm. "Trust the calm. Trust intent." Realizing intimidation failed, the poachers pressed forward, more aggressively. Lila positioned herself strategically, shielding the cobra. "One step closer, and you risk yourselves. Back off." A machete swung near Lila's shoulder. The mongoose reacted instantly, darting, drawing the snake's attention, creating a critical window for Lila to move closer. Maya clutched the containment equipment, her knees trembling. Layla assessed the cobra's injury, a shallow gash along its side, causing its defensive posturing. Carefully, she retrieved a portable containment cradle and sedative injector. Her hands moved steadily, precise, as though rehearsed 1,000 times. Maya assisted, voice shaking. This will work? Lila's gaze locked on the snake. Not luck. Courage. Intent. Lives rely on courage. The cobra twitched in protest, defensive, yet the mongoose remained a silent sentinel. The poachers lingered, unsure, sensing the shift in control, the authority emanating from Lila. The forest held its breath, waiting. The forest was tense. Every rustle of leaves, every distant bird call echoed like a warning. Lila Hart's eyes never left the king black cobra, now partially coiled in the containment cradle. The snake hissed sharply, tongue flicking, muscles tensing in pain and fear. Beside her, the mongoose remained vigilant, eyes locked on any movement from the surrounding jungle. The poachers, shaken by the cobra's sudden calm under Lila's influence, murmured among themselves. Their initial confidence wavered, replaced by unease. They had expected chaos, a frantic struggle, but instead faced a calculated woman, a silent mongoose, and an animal too intelligent to be intimidated. Tobias's voice crackled over the radio. Lila, backup is 5 minutes out. They might try something before then. Lila's jaw tightened. Keep them talking. Distract. Don't let them rush the snake. The poacher's leader, Dario, stepped forward, machete glinting in the filtered sunlight. You think you can save it? That thing is death incarnate. Lila's tone was calm, unwavering. It is a life, Dario, and you are not its executioners. Suddenly, the cobra lashed its hood violently, a warning, but not an attack. The mongoose darted in front, placing itself strategically between Lila and the snake, and even subtly nudged the snake away from a sharp rock. It was a perfect dance of trust and instinct. Maya whispered behind Lila, voice trembling. I've never seen a mongoose do that. Neither have I, Lila replied softly. But that's why we observe, not assume. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it moves quietly. The tension thickened. The poachers, realizing intimidation was failing, attempted to encircle them. Lila's eyes scanned rapidly. There was only one chance to complete the rescue without provoking the snake further. She whispered a command to Maya. Hold the cradle steady. I'll guide it. Lila moved slowly, methodically. Every motion was calculated. She applied a small dose of sedative, carefully, never taking her gaze off the cobra. The snake twitched, resisted, but the drug's effect began to settle its body. The mongoose remained by its side, almost as if offering moral support. Dario advanced, shouting, "Stop her! You'll be killed!" Before he could reach them, the mongoose sprang forward, teeth bared, hissing aggressively. It was a small, fearless creature, but the poachers froze, instinctively intimidated by its boldness and the sudden coordination between Lila and the animals. "Step back," Lila said, voice commanding, "or leave knowing you interfered with life and failed." The poachers exchanged uneasy glances, then slowly retreated into the shadows of the jungle. Their mockery was gone. Respect and fear had replaced it. With the threat neutralized, Lila turned fully to the cobra. It lay still, sedative taking effect, breathing heavy, but no longer defensive. The mongoose remained near, keeping watch. Lila spoke softly, gently stroking the containment cradle. "Almost there, friend. Almost safe." Maya helped, her hands finally steady. Together, they lifted the cobra carefully onto a portable stretcher designed for safe relocation. Every step was cautious, measured, but the jungle seemed to relax around them. Birds returned, insects buzzed, and even the distant rustle of leaves sounded less threatening. By the creek edge, a specialized wildlife vehicle awaited. The Cobra was secured safely inside, breathing easier, finally free from immediate danger. Lila exhaled, shoulders heavy but proud. Maya watched, awestruck, and finally said, I didn't think anyone could do that." Lila smiled faintly, exhaustion and relief mingling. "It's never about what you think you can't do. It's about what you must do." The mongoose, perched nearby, seemed to nod in agreement, silent, yet unmistakably present. Lila crouched, letting it sniff her hand in a quiet moment of mutual acknowledgement. As the vehicle drove away, Leela took one last look at the forest. The Cobra would be relocated to a safe habitat, far from human threats. She knew danger would return someday, but for now, life had been preserved, against fear, against doubt, against cruelty. Narrator voice. True courage is measured not in fearlessness, but in the choice to act when fear is present. Even the most deadly creatures deserve compassion. Even the smallest allies can turn the tide. A brave woman and a loyal mongoose didn't just save a king black cobra. They reminded the world that life, in all its forms, is worth defending. And in the silent forest, life went on, stronger for those who chose to protect it.